guys, it's Dawn here, and I'm gonna give an update. I got a second wheel. It's a Bigode Gotway MCM5 V2 version 2, and that one has been great. I'm holding on to Drogo right now, my RS19HT. Might as well tell you the names now. I mean, I've been trying to avoid it, but my RS is Drogo, and the new one, the MCM, is Rossi. My daughter named that one Rossi. I think she just made up the name, but to me, it's for Valentino Rossi, world champion, street bike or road racer. World champion. Anyways, so it's just going to be a lot easier to refer to the two of them. So why would I get an MCM5 after having the RS? Mostly because my daughter decided that she wants to start learning how to ride, and so I was like, all right, I want to get you something that you can learn on, but also kind of, still be good for a while, and something that I can also use as a second wheel possibly. And then I was kind of like back and forth, should I get something else that's even stronger, but then the weight comes into factor. So Drogo is about 68 pounds and the MCM5 is about, I can't remember, 35 pounds, something like that. So a lot lighter. From the moment I was unboxing to getting on the MCM5, I was just laughing. It was hysterical because it was so easy to get it out of the box, unlike Drogo. Everything was just so easy on it. It was crazy. Let me see if I can pull him over here. All right, we gotta adjust this so you can see him. There. He's like a little egg, and he's so adorable, and he's so light, and he's so cute. I can pick him up with one hand. These are kind of annoying because they don't stay up very well, but it's so easy. The only things that I did was put, I only have this it came with, this little pad it came with, and then this one is from Drogo. And I never used it, so I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll just put it on. And not because this thing needs power pads, but more because he's kind of an egg shape, and he's real slippery. This is just real slippery, so this just gives me something to hold on to, and it's more comfortable against my leg. He has a trolley handle right over here. He's got his lights. Trolley handle, why aren't you going down? Oh, it's hitting the pad. Trolley handle goes down. He has his lights are adorable because when you go forward, is he gonna do it? When you go forward, the lights go forward. When you go backwards, the lights go backwards. And he's just adorable. You got the dual charge ports over here. You've got a headlamp. Oh wait, where's your headlamp? Oh, it is on. That little itty bitty headlamp over there. It spins. It's like a little egg. This thing is so cute and so adorable, and it is so zippity. It is zippity. It is fun. It is light. It is so easy to just reach up and grab it, and just zip around on it. I'm a better rider at slow speed, close, I don't know, tight space stuff on this than I am on Drogo. He's just amazing. He's got a street tire. Oops. He's got a street tire on him, but it's a wider tire, and so it's stable. I was able to take it in the dirt and stuff, and he was just fine. Just for small, I mean, nothing too serious. But he's a little bit slower, and that's something that I need to figure out about him, because I've been absolutely loving him to the point where I actually got a little concerned because I was like, oh man, I think I like this one better than I like my RS. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have gotten the RS. But then today was the first time I took him out. I mean, I've been riding him in the house. So today I wanted to go to Home Depot. So I was going to take him to go to Home Depot. And then I found out what the problem was. Apparently, my cruising speed, my comfortable cruising speed is about 22 miles an hour. And I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It just keeps beeping. So it was, I just go, and he's like, beep, beep, beep. No, he was like, beep, 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 beep. And then I would stop, and I'm looking down, and I was only going 19 miles an hour. I was like, wait, I thought you could go like 25 plus, and a lot of people were saying 27 miles an hour. I was like, we should have plenty of room, but I think it has to do with alarm setting 1, alarm setting 2, and then turning off the alarm. And I just need to find out what those mean exactly, because if I turn off the alarm, doesn't mean I actually turn off all the alarms, or does it mean even if I turn off the alarm, it will still beep before it's about ready to cut out? Because I don't want all the alarms off, but I turned off alarm 1, but it was still giving me 3 beeps at 19 miles an hour. So that's like nothing for me. I was like, no. So I turned around, I came back, and I put him away, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to get Drogo, because I mean, I love this thing. It is, I'm a better rider on this one, because oh my gosh, it's like Drogo takes forever to, like, get up to speed, and he's so heavy at 68 pounds, and he's to lug him around and stuff. And in comparison, at first I was like, oh my gosh, this is better in every way. This thing can go from 0 to 15 in like no time at all. It's like you get on and you're at 50 miles an hour. It's like, wow, it's like, so it takes Drogo a while, and you have to have purpose to get him to go faster. This thing, I mean, you just jump on and he's like 15 miles an hour, let's go, zippity zip. And he's like zip, 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 zip. The things that I was struggling with Drogo with, like mounting and stuff, is not even a problem on this one. And then I realized, all those videos for beginners on how to ride, and they're, and then they're saying, okay, if you want to be a better rider, do these exercises and stuff like that. Now I realize that they're all doing it on small wheels like this. I've been trying to do those things on Drogo and feeling like I'm like complete idiot because I can't do these tight little turns or these really slow speed stuff. But I can do it on Rossi. So I'm really happy about that, because now I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not as bad as I thought. So that's been great. It's going to be a great one for my daughter to learn on. She's 8 years old. She wants to learn. So here we go. That's it. And then I was concerned that I made the wrong choice, that I should have gotten this first. And after today, I'm like, no. Out on the street, I need Drogo. Okay, he's parked there. All right, so let's take a look at Drogo here. So with Drogo, I don't think I've talked to you about the this utility frame. I am calling it a utility frame. It is not a roll cage. It is foam-filled PVC. So I took PVC pipe, I filled it with with foam, and over here, this is, whoops, you're out of frame. Over here, this is actually a metal piece. This is aluminum, and it's a metal sheet, and it has a metal hollow bar welded to it. And so my PVC pipe slides into the metal bar thingy, and then there's a pin that goes in, and then I taped up the pin, which is what this is right here. It's pinned right in there. So there's a pin and it's all taped up. And then there's grip tape on it, and then there's just cloth grip tape, just because. So this is, it is strong enough. Let me make sure he's off for me to lift, and it's not going anywhere. This whole entire thing here is the metal, and all of it is Velcroed, and so it doesn't budge. What I like about having this is that now I have an emergency brake. If there is an emergency, I can grab this and I can yank him back and brake faster, because it is harder for me to brake fast on him. Now I have a utility frame. So the frame goes across the top, and let me go like this. I put this on here, this strap, because my little, my EDC bag, my everyday carry bag goes right in there. I just slip it in here, I strap it in, it stays secure, it's held on by all that. I do want to make some modifications. I wasn't sure the size in which to make the welded part of it. So when I was giving the guys the specs, I kind of gave myself a little wiggle room. Like over here, the bar is right up against the body, but over here, it comes off the body about that much. And now knowing what I know, I wish that this was up against the body closer, so this isn't so long. So this was a little bit shorter. And the reason why I wanted to go to Home Depot today is because right now for the top, these are just straight, it's just straight PVC pipe, right? Well, I went and got a condensation trap, the PVC condensation trap, which is like a straight bar, and then it has a curve and then a straight again. So I'm going to make that curve go in so that it's not so wide on the sides. And also I'm going to, for the back, this is his butt. Whoa, you don't need that close of a look at his butt, but here's his butt. Oh, I finally was able to put the mud guard on. So I put the mud guard on. He's got bling on his mud guard. He's got bling all around here. And here for the back, I think I'm going to cut this. The metal comes down to here. So I can cut it. I can cut it down further. Well, I guess I could even have it come, just have this be metal. I don't know. I want to figure it out. But that's why I wanted it to be the PVC, because I can modify PVC. I can mess with it. I can play around with it. All that. So that's my update. Hold on one second. That's my update for Drogo. I don't know. I just like messing around and modifying and customizing and all that stuff. Oh, you can't see his face. There. Oh, now you can't see my face. I don't know. You'd probably rather see his face than my face, but let me just do this and I'll back up. So, anyways, it's part of the whole fun for me is modifying, troubleshooting, trying to find answers, you know, just stuff like that. Just messing around with stuff, trying to figure out solutions. So that's part of the whole appeal. Oh, I still have time to talk. So today I think top speed that I've gone on him is 33 miles an hour. I think he has 126 miles on him now, and I'm feeling very comfortable. Today I'm feeling comfortable on him. So after riding Rossi on the street and realizing that he was just beeping up a storm, I came back home and I switched out and I grabbed Drogo. Grabbed Drogo and I took him out, and I was like, oh God, because Drogo feels so heavy and clunky after riding Rossi. But it was actually like great. Like I got on Drogo and he felt like home. Like, and then I was like, oh, this is my baby. I did make the right first choice EUC. But Yeah, he was like so comfortable, so stable and stuff. And now that I've been riding Rossi and I've been practicing my hip swivels and stuff like that, and I'm not afraid of Rossi. So with Rossi, I'm like throwing him around, I'm like doing all that, and then I can take that, what I learned on Rossi, and then apply it to him, and then go, okay, yeah, I can trust him. It's just that his knobby tire, it has this big fall, and it just took a while for me to learn to trust it, and it still freaks me out, still now, but we're getting there. But yeah, he just feels so stable, and I mean, he's not quick and nimble, but he's stable and fast, and he doesn't he's never beeped at me this whole time. I mean, first day I took Rossi out, and he's beeping up a storm at me, So, anyways, it was wonderful to get on Drogo and take him to Home Depot. That was a 12 and a half mile ride. It was 6 miles out and back. I rode right up to Home Depot, right up to their sliding glass doors. I got off, and then I pulled up his trolley handle, and I went inside, and I shopped, and I grabbed those pieces that I needed to modify his utility frame. Grabbed the pieces that I needed, went and paid, got back on, explored the little parking, the shopping center a little bit, and then headed back home. And then I was playing around with, I was trying to figure out, okay, where are the pedestrian walks? Where's the bike lanes? What do I need to do? How safe am I? And stuff like that. So I was figuring out all that stuff. It was my first ride out in traffic, because, let's see, the first place I ever rode with my EUCs is in the house, and it's great in the house, even though I have an L-shaped hallway, and then I go around my kitchen, my kitchen island, and then I go back to my L-shape, swivel around. It's a really small house, but I do that in the house. So I do that in the house, and then I went to the church's parking lot, and then I did that in the parking lot. Then I went to the park, and there's a lot of stuff I can do at the park. And then I went up to the golf course, and this is my first time going like out onto major busy street. I almost got killed today, and it was there was a really big intersection, Hamner and Limonite intersection, because I went to the Home Depot off of Limonite. So Hamner and Limonite, right? And I was like, oh, this is a really big intersection, so I'm going to be a pedestrian. There was already pedestrians waiting to go on the crosswalk, so I'm like, okay, I scooted over. I'm like, I'm going to wait with you guys. I start to go with them. I'm faster than they are, so I went a little bit ahead. I got a bad feeling. I pull up, and it was a good thing I did, because I'm going this way, and there was a car zooming straight up, because that right-hand turn lane was empty, and I knew. So as I'm coming up, I slowed down, and then this car just went right, and she stopped when she saw me, but she was like right in the crosswalk, and I was like, wow, our trajectory would have been a hit, absolutely, and that would have been a bad day. So, I worry about how visible I am out there. I don't have the acceleration or the braking power of my motorcycles, and that makes me really nervous. I feel so exposed out there but I'm more powerful than a bicycle, but I don't have any bicycling on the road in traffic experience. When I would be on the bicycle, it would be on the sidewalk or, in neighborhood and stuff like that. So I'm not used to being on anything other than, less powerful than a motorcycle in traffic, and that was just making me nervous. So I got, well, you probably saw this in my other video, but this is my backpack. And the reason why I got this backpack is, one, it was free, and two, it is very bright. When the sun hits it, it actually like throws out sparkles or reflect. I don't know. It shines when the sun hits it. It's big and it's an unusual color. It's got this gold on it. I might stick more things on it. I don't know. I just want to be more visible. It's also really padded, and it's really easy to make it tighter or looser, even with my big old Liat 6.5 armor on. I'm able to totally no problems get this on and off. It is expandable, so this thing can come up, and it has a small pocket here, and then it has this through pocket here, so I can even throw a jersey or whatever, hook it, and then it can just hang. Anything oversized can just hang. Even though it's so long and it looks big, it's actually, it doesn't hold that much because it's very little. But right now, what I have in here is my EDC bag, which usually would sit back here, but I needed to practice carrying weight in a backpack, wearing it while I'm going, and that did make a difference. I felt a little lopsided. I felt a little funny. First, I practiced with it with no weight on, and it was fine. I didn't feel anything, and it was super comfortable. Today, I threw in my EDC bag, which is a little hefty, and so there was more weight, and I could feel it, but it was still comfy, and I got used to it, so it was fine. So that's my backpack. I'm in no way endorsing this backpack and saying that it's a great backpack to use. I'm just saying that for visibility's sake, if visibility and comfort was my top priority for a backpack, this one is doing the job really well for now. It didn't come with a chest strap, but I just put on some aftermarket chest straps on there, and I'm still working it out. And I am still using this. This is my trekking pole. This one is the Go Together Pro 2, and it has these quick releasey thingies. It can expand. I don't know. I just tightened it really tight earlier. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oops. I use it at this setting. So it's this short, and this, I don't know. This is my safety net right now. It helps me to stop. It helps me to get on. I feel safer when I'm holding it. I had I did a big ride today, a big ride for me today, and a whole bunch of dogs, big dogs, came at me, and I felt safer having this. So this is just my little safety net. And I don't care. I know people are going to go, you shouldn't have safety nets. I don't care. I'm having all the safety nets I can get because it's scary. And I feel better. So, does it retard me in any way? I don't think so. I mean, you know, and with anything, you keep doing it and you're going to outgrow it. I don't use this for mounting as much as I did. So I know that I'm improving. And I don't know, I just really like having it. So there you go. I am out of time. I'm actually over time. But there you go. That's my update. I now have 2 wheels. And now I'm thinking that I love the Master, the new Begone Master that hasn't even come out yet. It looks amazing. But I'm kind of thinking that this is the heaviest wheel that I want to get for now. Cruising at 22, high speed at 33, with plenty of headroom, because this should go a little bit over 40 miles an hour, and I'm happy at 33. So, you know, I got plenty of headroom. It's like, I don't know, still, I think this one is perfect, but we'll see how, I know things change in the future. So I just need to work on, I don't know, working on getting my utility frame a little bit better, and still trying to figure out the placement of all my pads. Oh, spiked pedals. I'm trying to get spiked pedals. It's a little bit hard for me to do right now. So I might go the DIY route. I don't know, because with spike pedals, you can either get a spike pedal insert it into the stock pedals, or you can replace the whole pedal itself with CNC Petals, and you know, that's a way to go, but that's a much pricier way to go. Or you can DIY, like drill holes, tap it, and use the little set screw thingies that they use for bicycle spike pedals thing. I don't know. So those are my latest research points. But anyways, thanks for joining me today, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.